hi. I was just catching up on my New York Times reading. I was reading the most disturbing article by Peg Tyre about a struggling family trying to survive on only one income after the husband lost his high-paying Wall Street job. It seems that the Berry family in Darien, Connecticut has it so hard that they've had to give up their full-time nanny and downsize to a full-time au pair. And as if that wasn't bad enough, they've had to cut their week-long vacations to simple long weekends and move their country club membership to the most modest club in town. Now, they haven't cut back everywhere. Mrs. Berry says, and I quote, "Don't make me look like a jerk, but I cannot bring myself to buy my children's clothes at Walmart." Anywho, this article got me thinking about all the unfortunate multimillionaires like the Berries who are now trying to scrape by on just a few million. And I decided it would be helpful to give them some pointers on how to save some money. I'm talking to anyone out there who lost their hedge fund job or maybe lost a fortune to Bernie Madoff. I love that name, don't you? Get it? He made off with your money. Hey, if you can't laugh at that, then you have lost your sense of humor along with your 401k. Now, I'm not saying that just because you no longer have an income or savings that you have to do anything crazy like move to a smaller home or get rid of all the hired help or send your kids to public school. No, nobody would expect you to sacrifice like that. But I do think you may have to cut back somewhere if you want to avoid setting foot in a Walmart. Now, here are just a few money-saving tips from the Self-Righteous Housewife to you, the formerly wealthy housewife. First, consider hiring part-time help instead of full-time help. For example, instead of that full-time au pair, you could have something that we like to call a babysitter. This is a person who, for about $10 an hour, helps out only when you or your husband can't be home. I know that means you will be at home alone with your children, but you can watch my previous video for tips on how to handle that. You could also cut back on that landscape help you get. Have the crew come every other week, and you and your husband could cut the lawn or shovel the snow yourself. No, really, people do that. I am not kidding. I have seen it. Just make sure the landscaper shows you where you keep your lawnmower and snow shovel. Now 3, let's look at one last way to save money. How about cutting back just a bit on the cosmetic surgery this year? I'd recommend that you cut that budget item in half. You'll have to decide which half though. It's important you either do it from the waist up or the waist down, not the left half or the right half, unless you want to end up looking like this. No. Now, these are just a few tips on saving money, so you can still buy designer clothes for your children while your husband is out of work. Well, I think that's it for now. Good luck cutting back, and tune in next time when the Self-Righteous Housewife shows you how to easily turn that old pair of Manolo Blahniks and a Kate Spade purse into a pair of nifty, useful, and warm snow boots. Bye-bye.